Welcome once again back to the lab. It is your old Professor Pilk, and of course, you saw the title. You know we've got to jump into, we've got to talk mystery gifts. It's been a good minute since we talked about this, and we got a fresh one literally today. It's going to be around for a very short amount of time, and we're going to get started with that. We also have shiny Meloetta at long last. We'll get her here in a moment. We've got some old ones. We'll cover those as well, but let's jump in and start with the brand new ones. So we're going to go ahead and get with code. The code is WideGuard LA1C25. That's WideGuard LA for Latin America, 1C instead of international, or instead of IC. And for international, we have the 1C because obviously I is not going to be a thing. And 25 for 2025, even though it's 2024. Whatevs. So let's go ahead and acquire our gift here. Now, once again, with WideGuard, you want to put a 1 instead of an I. So W1DE guard LA1C25. Just want to emphasize that. Should be correct right above as well. And this will actually be a shiny Pelipper. Not every day you get a shiny mystery gift. So very nice that. There he is. That's actually my first shiny Pelipper. So that's really nice. Bada bing, bada boom. Awesome. Now, there is one other code, but it's only available in Japan, and you actually have to go into a retail establishment to get it. You can get mythical Pokemon for it, but most people watching this are not going to be applicable to that. So, unfortunately, we are just going to skip that and go right into shiny Meloetta. So, to acquire the shiny Meloetta, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go into the Pokemon Home app, either on your phone, tablet, whatever kind of device you're doing this on. It's not actually available on the Switch. You have to do it through here. So, to do so, all you're going to do is go to the base page here. You're going to go into this little screen here and go to Mystery Gifts. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And you go to your gift box. Pokedex completion. There she is. And we'll claim our shiny Meloetta. There she goes. Now, she should be. We should have her in base Pokemon Home. So we're going to switch back over to the Switch here in just a second. Take a look at that. So now that we're in here, we could just go into our newest 30. And she's right there. There she be. So this is the very first time that Meloetta has been available shiny. This is the very first time she's ever been available like this. And this looks like we had a fateful encounter in the Paldea region, which of course is because, you know, obviously we got her for doing the whole dex. Let's actually move her over to Scarlet and Violet and pull her into the game real quick. Okay, so we're back over in Scarlet and Violet, and there she is in all her glory. Now, I don't think I covered it before, but in order to acquire her, you have to catch every single Pokemon in all 3 dexes, both the regular Paldea dex, the Blueberry dex, and the Kitakami dex. Once you've done that, then in Pokemon Home, you can actually go and she'll be available the same way I did her through the mystery gifts. But yeah, pretty easy, pretty straight. I mean, not easy at all, but time-consuming, but pretty straightforward. So go get your shiny Meloetta. Now, we do have a few other codes available. All these are reruns from previous. So if you've already acquired those codes, great. And this is where you want to end the video. I appreciate your time. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Otherwise, here come the other codes. Is 909 Team Up 06. This is for Roy's Fuecoco. Now, my first apology here, guys. We do not have the Sprigatito code anymore. That actually expired at the end of the last month. So if you do not have a Sprigatito, I do have an option for you. Now, if you have Pokemon Home, or if you download Pokemon Home or whatever, it is completely free. You can acquire that. Once you sync Pokemon Scarlet or Violet to Pokemon Home, you will get all 3 starters. But this code will give you a Fuecoco. Likewise, the code DOT's first partner is .1st partner will give you a Quaxly. You can still get a Quaxly by syncing to Pokemon Home, but each one of these are going to have an original trainer that kind of corresponds with the anime. So they are kind of nice and interesting to have. Okay, we'll go ahead and acquire our Quaxly right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Kind of nice. Just unfortunately, that Sprigatito has already timed out. Now, I do want to add here that Quaxly times out in November, and Fuecoco times out at the end of January. So time is kind of growing short on Quaxly. Our next code is Yasobi Biribiri. Now, This is a Plummet that you can acquire that is, once again, from the anime. All first five of these codes are going to be for Pokemon that you can acquire pretty easily. This is just a standard Yosobi. It's not too standard Plummet. It's not too crazy. It just happens to be from the anime. This one is good until February 28th of this year. So go ahead and acquire that. Not a crisis, but, once again, you don't want to sleep on these. Our next code is See You in Paldea. Now, once again, all these codes are going to be up above for your convenience so that you can acquire these pretty quickly, pretty easily. And I will make sure that the spellings are right up there. I did mess that up last month, and I do apologize for that, guys. But See You in Paldea, you will be able to acquire a Gimmighoul. So, pretty nice that. I know they're all over the map. They're around, but it is nice that we are getting these extra, Giftmon pretty much just for logging in. Like, you don't have to go spend a bunch of Pokeballs or whatever to acquire these. These are just attainable in the core game, so pretty nice that. Now, at this point, we got to get up into some items. We've already acquired all of the actual Pokemon that we can acquire. Now we are going to go after some Quick Balls. I think it's been a while since I acquired these. I think this is 30 Quick Balls, but the code is literally just Gotcha Pokemon. Pretty much, makes a lot of sense. I personally really like Quick Balls. I think they're fantastic. They're one of my favorite balls in the game. So my legendaries are actually in Quick Balls, which is really super nice. But go ahead and acquire that. Gotcha Pokemon is the code. It's up above. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. That one times out on February 28th as well. Our next code is for another item. It's actually a really nice item. That is the Expert Belt. Expert Belt is, the code is super effective. You can just, like I said, type it in just like you see above. These things are all in Elite Speak, essentially, so, certain words are replaced with numbers. It's the thing, guys. But that one is also available until February 28th of this year, so make sure you guys type that in. Get that. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward stuff. We've got two more things up for grabs, and they are both kind of clothing items. Well, sort of clothing items. This first one is a Rotom case for your Rotom phone. It is Neo... It's the Neo Katami Rotom phone case, and I don't actually think you have to have the DLC to acquire it. I don't know that for certain, but, if you don't have the DLC and you try it, let me know in the comments down below by all accounts. But Neo Rotom cover, you already see the code up above, is the code. That's going to pop the free phone case, and it's a pretty cool looking phone case. I personally am kind of fond of it. And our final code today is Wear Terrestrial Cap. This one actually times out once again in November. So you are kind of coming close on this one. It's just a hat that's got the little terrestrialized symbol from Scarlet and Violet up there. And as you see, the code up above is simply Wear Terrestrial Cap. Just type it in, claim your code, and that is what we have right now. There is still the Mythical Pecaberry that you can get via the internet if you just use the regular internet download. And when more codes do arrive, and I expect more sometime here in the very near future, as kind of Scarlet and Violet's winding down and Legends Z Alpha is starting to really kick off in popularity, and we get closer to the Switch 2 and all that, I do expect more codes and more really interesting stuff. But for now, that is going to be that. Let me know what you thought as always in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys again real soon for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.